Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. Oh, we lost the so flow. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Can you hear me? Howdy.
Hi,
Hi.
sorry.
No, that's okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Um,
Alrighty.
let me first.
StreamYard is messing up. It's not letting me change my picture.
Oh, that's rude.
I know. How boring.
I was just adding a slot to make sure Emmy can join us. All right. Well, hello everybody. Thanks for being here. Peggy, Headstones and Headlines. Hey Tazzy, Kathy P. Thor Johnson, hello. Thanks for joining us from I don't know exactly where you are, but Europe. Hello, K Brace, Don K. Just okay. How is everybody doing tonight? Thank you for hanging out with us as we discuss the last 3 episodes of Big Brother. So Flo, initial thoughts without getting any giving anything away, and in case people haven't, seen it yet. You're muted if you're talking. Oh, having technical issues. Okay, sorry. Oh, dang, almost 3 a.m. Well, thanks for poking in. Oh, there's so much you should be doing right now. Well,
Hi.
okay, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. It was saying that my mic was losing connection. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's annoying.
Sorry. I'm gonna
No
mute now.
worries. No, 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 no. Well, no, I was saying like first thoughts without like giving too much away of the last 3 episodes.
Oh, it was so intense.
Right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed these episodes. These were
I
fun.
know. I know. I hope they
Yeah.
do this again because I think this was replacing Celebrity Big Brother because that was usually what they did in the wintertime. So
Oh, okay.
it would
Well,
be
hopefully they
fun,
do it again. It was fun. I really
right?
enjoyed it.
I know. And hopefully more past house gas.
House gas.
House gas. What was that?
Uh,
Uncut Gems. Um, they wrote about. Yeah, just found more past house guests to do it. But I don't know if you saw my post about the traders.
I didn't. Was that just recently?
Yeah, so I put it on my community tab, but I can send you more. I don't know how much like how many of the people you'll know from the cast, but did you watch the challenge
The
ever?
challenge? No.
Like
Mm-mm.
MTV the challenge? Okay. So
Oh,
there's a
no, I don't think so. No.
okay.
Mm-mm.
Um so there's a couple people from the challenge that are on there that are like OG legends, and then some really old like Big Brother not old, but like, some Big
Oh,
Brother
that's
legends.
cool.
Do you remember Janelle?
I do remember Janelle from
Yeah.
Teen Mom.
Oh no, from Big Brother.
Oh. Oh. Hold on, I gotta mute. Hold on. Sorry about that.
No, no
I'm like,
worries.
yeah, Teen Mom, I'm all about that show.
Janelle's the mom that the Keef you're smoking the Keefa with Reefa.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
That makes
Okay.
more sense. Yes. Sorry about that.
I think, right? I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
only
no, you are right.
okay. I
You
only
are
watched
right.
the Teen Mom, like the orig.
They're such a train wreck
I know they
that I just couldn't look away. It was one of those things where I was like, I shouldn't watch this, but I just can't help myself.
Hello, K Braze. You don't like your big brother? I know I have a big brother I don't care for, so we'll just leave it at that.
Story for another time. Hey,
Right.
K Breeze. Hey, Peggy. I'm so happy Peggy is joining us.
Peggy, Peggy.
Peggy with the
Um,
caps.
you thought this was game night. Oh no, sir. I
Oh,
mean,
sorry, Peggy.
we are talking about a game show of sorts. So, for those that don't know or didn't join us last time, um, Big Brother Reindeer Games was a 2-week, 6-episode series where each night somebody was eliminated, and basically their job was to save Christmas. So they had challenges. Each day they had multiple challenges, and then at the end somebody went home, and then they at the end of the series, the goal is to save Christmas. So we have to hope they save Christmas. It's only 2 days away.
I hope so. My kids are skating on thin ice here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to tell my daughter a couple times. I'm like, Santa's coming in 2 days. I wouldn't roll your eyes like that.
Right? That are your elves still watching?
The elves are still watching,
Yeah, so
so
there's still eyes
better
on the
get it
prize.
together. Yeah.
So is this the show where they get a rose? No, that's I believe The Bachelor, which I've honestly never really watched an episode of The Bachelor. Is that
Me
something you
neither. I
watch?
could never, no, I
Oh,
could
okay.
never get into it because it just seems so fake. Like, I
I know
can't
the
even believe that it's real. I can't pretend that it's
right.
real.
The dating ones are really hard because it's like, I mean, I guess when but
Yeah, but it's like, how can you kiss somebody that's kissing 50 other people?
right at the same
It's
time.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my dad watches The Bachelor. So he was always talking about it, but I had no idea. So Big Brother is a game where they go into a house and there's usually challenges that are first the HOH, head of household. They nominate 2 people to be evicted. Then from there they have a challenge which if somebody wins, they can take somebody down from being on they call it the chopping block to be evicted. And then, or they can leave the nominations the same at the end of the or end of the week, somebody goes home by the votes from the other people in the house. This is different though. There's 3 competitions per day and the power goes back and forth, which is something I really liked. That there wasn't the power wasn't in someone's hand the whole time, you know?
Yeah, it kept it interesting for sure.
Yeah, it was like super fast paced.
Yeah.
And then the final 4 go to the reindeer games, which is Santa's tournament, and whoever wins that essentially saves Christmas. So, um, there were a couple gross challenges, or at least one.
Yeah,
Um,
that was so gross.
I know. Okay,
I mean, just
so
the concoctions they picked, I'm like, who
oh,
thinks of that?
I wrote them all down, so we get to
Oh,
talk about them.
okay.
Um, so left in the game we have Frankie, Nicole, Xavier, Brittany, Taylor, and Josh. So at the beginning of the week, who were you kind of thinking that was gonna maybe
I
make it
thought
to the reindeer games?
I thought Frankie for sure.
Oh yeah.
Frankie, Nicole, Taylor, and Brittany, I
Okay.
think.
I know.
Yeah.
Brittany was someone I hoped got to the end. And
Yeah.
then I know I always think Nicole. I also in my head thought Xavier would probably go. So
He's really strong.
he is really
Josh, I don't know. I didn't know for sure, but if I had to pick him or Xavier, I was gonna pick X.
Xavier, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Mistaken Reaper. How are you? Merry Christmas Eve Eve or Merry whatever happy. So the where we left off in the last episode, do they win a special prize? Yes. So in the end, the person who saves Christmas gets $100,000. So, and some of these people had won their Big Brother season, which the prize used to be $500,000. But recently went up to 750. I think
Wow,
1 or 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. Super crazy. So where we left off last episode, Janelle was eliminated. Danielle, we were just talking about Janelle. So Danielle was eliminated in the mouse wheel snowflake ornament puzzle thing.
Yeah.
So to start off the alliances, so the alliances are Brittany, Nicole, and Taylor, Brittany, Nicole, and Frankie, Taylor, Xavier, and Josh. So the first elf ambassador comes in and it's Derek, which I think they have 3 elf ambassadors. So I'd
Yep. There's
forgotten who
three.
the third one was, but then I saw. What was that?
I said, yeah, I think there's three.
Yeah. So the first naughty and nice challenge. So it's really cute what they do with the challenges, there's a crisis in the North Pole and Jill Frost has been kidnapped. Um, so the house guests have to run around the lodge to find out who kidnapped Jill Frost. Um, and this challenge was kind of fun because it was like true crimey. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And
Um,
they had to pay attention prior too, without
yeah.
knowing that they
Yep.
were paying attention to details. So I think it reminded me of one of those escape room things, kind
Yes.
of.
Have you ever done one of those?
Yes, and I didn't finish.
You didn't finish?
No, it was so
Oh my
frustrating.
god.
No.
I've never done one. I want to, but I I just wouldn't want to well, I guess they let you out after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you have a
Okay.
certain amount of time to complete it, and there's like a clock on the wall, like a digital clock, and then they can talk
Okay.
to you also. But
Gotcha.
it's
Gotcha.
really frustrating when you don't win.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
get to pick what level you do, and I think we were trying to be overachievers for our first time. So
K-Braze, that was my fear. I was like, are you just in there until you solve it? Oh my gosh.
forever.
Forever. But that's funny. I know there's one like right down the street from us. So you have to have
Yeah, you
you could
guys
do it
should
two
check it
people.
out. It's a good date night.
Mm, that would be a fun date night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the house guests have to run around the house. So one of the clues was gray hair in the sink, which I was like, what the gross. Oh my god. It was
I know.
like all this gray hair in the sink. The other clue were the South Pole reindeers mugshots, which I thought was kind of funny.
I thought that was really cool.
Did you ever watch Riverdale?
No,
Oh, okay. My husband and I
my
got
sister
into
watched that, but I never watched that. I could never get into it.
I know. Well, it got really, really weird after like season 2, but
Gotcha. Yeah,
it just
she
reminded
watched
me
it
of
and she
that.
liked it.
Yeah. Just reminded me of that because like the bad kids were the South Side serpents or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the other clue was the color of
The reindeer's collar.
the reindeer's collar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Juggy. I know. I know. And what I did like about Riverdale, at least the recent, adaptation, was Skeet Ulrich was in it. And he's from Scream, which is like one
Oh,
of my
that's
favorite movies.
cool. I didn't know that.
Mhm. Yeah. He plays Juggy's dad.
I've
And I
seen
think
Emmy watched it. She
I
said,
know. I know. It is weird though, because Jughead is one of the kids that played the little boy in Big Daddy. Do you remember that little kid?
Ew, that's so funny. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I know. I forgot Luke Perry was, oh god, what's his name? Now I can't think of the, what's the main guy's name? Emmy's gotta help me out. NASDAQ down 2 points. Jughead was also in Archie, yes, thank you very much. I think we're losing SoFlo. Yeah, Luke Perry was Archie's mom or dad. Sorry. Could've been his mom. I lost my co-host. Oh well. Not oh well, but I'll keep yapping. So Flo, thoughts and prayers. Hope you come back soon. Oh, here she is. Yay. Hi.
I don't know what's going on. It keeps saying that I'm losing connection.
That's annoying.
Isn't it
StreamYard,
annoying? I was
get your
sitting
shit
there
together.
talking to you. I'm
Oh,
like I'm like, is she muted or am I muted? Then I'm like, oh no, it's me again. I'm so sorry about that.
no worries.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm not sure. Maybe it's we don't have
No. It sounded like you fell down an elevator shaft. I hope that didn't happen. Are you on your phone? Okay. I'll keep talking. Thoughts and prayers, Sofa Mama. So they had to run around the house and get to look at the clues to see who was the culprit that stole Jill Frost. So are you back?
I'm back. Sorry, it
You're
happened again.
back.
I think it's because it said something I had another app open with my mic. Could that have been YouTube on my phone?
Possibly.
I don't know because I have my laptop and then my phone. I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope it doesn't happen again. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
I'm a loser. I'm new at this.
No. Did you see Thor's comment?
I didn't. What did he say? And I'm not singing, so don't ask. Is pretending to lose connect. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not singing. You would
Oh my god.
literally, you'd be like scratching your eyeballs out.
That is so funny.
But AMAC can sing, so don't let her fool you.
Only like 1/4.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Um,
I'm sorry. Where were we at?
no, that's okay. Well, I thought the culprit who stole Jill Frost or kidnapped her was kind of it was like a giveaway. I don't know. It was slasher. And
Yeah. Did you think it was too easy?
yeah, well, at first I was like slasher is the first one that like comes to my mind out of all
Mm-hmm.
I was like it's probably slasher. And then when they started narrowing it down and it ended up being slasher, I was like, "Oh my god, that was kind of too easy." But it
Well, it
wasn't
was only
because
because of they changed the name on the
yes.
picture. So, I mean, I don't think I paid attention to that. So, I don't know. I guess if you're in the house, maybe, but
Yeah. I have
it's,
not done a murder mystery party, but I've wanted to.
I want to do one too.
I've had friends like back home in California that have done it at their house. Like everybody comes over and it's probably not as cool as going to like a professionally done one, but
Oh,
I
I'm
do
sure
want to
it's
do
still
one.
fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My brother and sister-in-law, they live in Tennessee and every year they get together with their friends and they play Clue in their house.
Oh my gosh, that's so
And
cute.
they all dress up as different Clue characters. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
That
But I
is
thought that was really cool.
adorable. Oh my god. So yeah, Slasher was the culprit. So Frankie won the Naughty and Nice challenge. So I was gonna say it obviously wasn't too easy because didn't X get it wrong? Didn't he say
Yeah,
like
he did get it wrong.
he thought it had orange? Well, he didn't pay attention to the hair because I think the one he claimed had orange hair. We live within an hour of Orlando. There's several of the restaurants. Oh, that's super cool. I know I should look for some. I see ads sometimes, but I always think they're like, I don't know, scams or something. I feel like anything on Facebook's a scam. So
That's
um,
funny.
so yeah, Frankie wins the Naughty and Nice challenge. So there will be 2 Jingle Bell brawls, right?
2
um,
Jingle Bell brawls. Can
yes.
you hear me?
So
Hey, Max?
yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
sorry. I'm like, now I'm like paranoid that you're not going to be able to hear me.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, that's
Yes,
funny.
there's 2 Jingle Bell brawls and
Say
not
that.
brawls like brawls that we wear.
Yay, Bouquet.
Cookie.
Bouquet has arrived.
Woo.
So for the first Jingle Bell Brawl, Frankie's advantage was he got to choose his partner for the Jingle Bell Brawl because they must work in teams. What did you think of that strategy?
I thought that was good. I thought it was going to create a divide between people immediately, which it kind of did. It got everybody a little off their game.
Right.
Like
And
everybody was
then
like, oh, well, I thought you were going to pick me, or he's definitely going to pick me, or,
right,
it kind of made everybody a little self conscious of what the next step was going to be.
for sure. Well, and I thought Nicole and Brittany knew, like, maybe why Frankie was picking Taylor, so Frankie picks Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
and then that forces Nicole, X, Taylor, and Josh to decide who to, pair up with. So, I thought so Nicole, X, and Josh were kinda, like, talking game, and X and Josh were like, "Oh, we should, like, split up and blah, blah, blah."
Mm-hmm. Divide and conquer kind of thing.
Yeah, but I thought Nicole was did you hear her say like, "Oh, this is a red flag?" And I
Mm-hmm.
agreed.
Yeah,
I was like,
I thought so too.
"No." Um, but anyways, so they ended up doing it. They ended up um who did they pair up with? So it's Nicole and Xavier, Brittany, and Josh. And so the at this point, they think the losing team gets sent to Santa's Showdown. Keep that
Yeah,
in mind.
which was kind of funny. Yeah.
Put a little pin in that.
Mm-hmm.
So, this Jingle Bell Brawl, they have to collect presents and repack their sleigh. So, it's a puzzle, but they're not like all rectangles or shapes. So, they were
It's like
like
a jigsaw puzzle.
Tetris. Yeah, it was like Tetris pieces. So and Frankie's advantage during the Jingle Bell Brawl is he gets to freeze a team at any point for 45 seconds.
That was really cool.
I know. When they got frozen, they looked like Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Or
And I felt bad for them.
I know. I know. Hopefully they didn't have to stand there that long.
I don't know because you're in your groove, so it throws you all off.
Yeah, for
They're all in
sure.
their groove, and then they're like, "Okay, stop."
But what was the Batman character that Arnold Schwarzenegger played in was it did I already say Batman? It was
Batman?
the
I
Batman.
thought that was was it Arnold Schwarzenegger? I thought it was somebody else.
Let me see. Yeah, I
Um,
swear he plays in like an ice villain.
oh yeah, I don't know any of those things. I need to learn though because my son is starting to get into those things.
So let me see.
I need like a whole course on the Marvel characters and DC and this and that and the other. I didn't even know there was a difference.
Thank you, K-Braze. Mr. Freeze. Ooh, just
Mr.
kidding.
Freeze.
So,
Okay.
yeah, they basically look like Mr. Freeze. Fucking freeze them,
Yeah,
which was kind of
with the
funny.
hair and everything, it was cool.
Yeah. So, kind of no surprise, Taylor and Frankie win. Um, so Taylor and Frankie must draw ornaments to determine the team. They will be tasked in choosing one person to go to Santa's showdown. So
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, based on the ornaments they drew, Taylor has to choose between X and Nicole. Frankie has to choose between Brittany and Josh. What did you think was going to happen? Might have lost you.
Am I back?
Oh, you're back. You're
Okay,
back.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. I thought
No worries.
who they chose is um who they were going to end up with for their brackets. So, um
Gotcha. Hey, wishful thinking. Happy
Taylor
holidays to you.
picked Nicole, right? It was Nicole?
So,
I forget.
so Frankie chooses Josh to go to Santa's showdown. Yes, and Taylor chooses Nicole.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh yes, and I am very excited because I get to I took a screenshot of what Santa's showdown was so you guys can kind of see
It was really
what these
intense.
people had to do. So it was called the Candy Cane Rodeo, and they had to hold on to these giant candy canes, and the candy canes were like, what do they call them? The mechanical bulls. So that was pretty funny. And I already did that. Okay, so Santa Showdown. Um, so this competition was super crazy. Sorry. I'm just
Oh no,
thinking
it
about,
was really crazy.
so basically, each of them held on until literally both, like from the way they edited it, um, both people fell off at what looked like the exact same second. And the
I have
looks
to
on
be honest
everyone's
with you.
face.
I didn't think Nicole was going to make it.
I didn't think so either.
I thought she lost until they replayed it.
I know. I was scared that she lost
Yeah, me too.
until they replayed it because
It was like really, really, really close.
yeah, everybody's eyes were like in horror, like watching. But in the end, Josh hit the map first. So Josh was eliminated, which I wasn't too sad about, to be honest.
I wasn't either. I was happy he left.
Yeah. Because he'll probably be on the next challenge that happens and he can win money that way. All right.
And I was
So,
just picturing like Nicole's hands. Like, did she have calluses on her hands from that?
oh my
Because it
gosh,
was so
probably.
intense. She was probably exhausted.
I know. And Josh had a bigger wingspan and bigger hands, obviously. So I thought he definitely had an advantage. But
Yeah.
as we saw, Nicole, she's one badass mother. And she is a mother.
Yeah, I
All right.
really like her. And she seems like she's an underdog, but she's not. She always
And she,
pulls through.
and she's so funny. Like,
Mhm.
she's always like, "Crap."
Yeah. She's funny.
Um, okay, so episode 2, in the beginning, Taylor, Brittany, and Nicole are like, "Girl power, we're gonna stick together, women to the end." I knew Nicole and Brittany were gonna wanna, continue to work together. Taylor always has me suspicious. If you're saying something, you're muted. Um,
Sorry, my son was
that's
getting ready to
okay.
go to bed, so I was saying
Oh,
goodnight
no
to
worries.
him.
No worries. Good
What were you
night.
saying? I know.
Um, no, so Taylor, Brittany, and Nicole, like, in the beginning of the 2nd episode or the 5th episode, um, make an alliance. They're like, "We're gonna work together, girl power, women till the end." But I am suspicious of Nicole, always, or not Nicole, sorry, Taylor, always.
Taylor, yeah, she's always seems like she's sneaky to
Always,
me
yeah.
anyway.
And I half don't blame her because I don't think you watched her season, but she was
I didn't.
targeted week after week after week after week. And I think that's ultimately why she won, because she was nominated. I'll look it up. But she was nominated like probably more than anybody has ever been nominated, and won the season, and America's Favorite's house guest. So no
Oh
one's ever done
wow.
that. Yeah. So um and Nicole makes a funny comment, which I'll mention later, about her, which is super true. Um, so Tiffany comes in as an elf ambassador, which I love because she was a season before Taylor, but on X's season, she was just really funny.
And she's
Um,
a really cool ambassador. I think she like fits the part and she does it really well.
and her outfit,
Oh, it's so cute. So
her
cute.
outfit was my favorite.
I was like, if I put that on, I would look like an Oompa Loompa,
Oh my god, samesies, because I'm
right?
super short.
I'm like, wow, that looks really good on her.
I know. Yeah, because she looked more like Mrs. Claus, and um obviously Derek was an elf. So the naughty and nice challenge this time is Elfie Buble, which I thought was funny because Michael Bublé heard his concert was canceled and is refusing to come out. So they have to run around the house, find the key to open Santa's office to let him know that his concert is not canceled.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And I mean, they all seem to get it, but not quite right.
Right. I know.
But it was
And
cool
I
to see their different strategies. Like some people were counting the knots on the
the
key
top.
hole, yeah, the top or the
Right.
bottom or whatever, and I thought that was kind
Right.
of cool.
Yeah. I know I always forget that they've been stuck in this house for however many days. I mean, I know it's not as long as usual in the Big Brother season, but no phone, no TV. I don't even think a pen and paper. I don't even think they're allowed to have that.
Yeah, they probably get really bored of each other.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, how much of one person can you take? You know what I mean?
Right. I know. I've always wanted to audition for Big Brother, but I always then watch like the season and I'm like, am I going to be that person crying all the time? Am I going
I
to be
want
able
to
like
go home.
I know, crying in like the diary room or whatever. Oh, um, ooh, 2 cookie jars. You guys talking about cookies in the chat? I'm glad I'm
Yeah,
not
they are.
seeing. Oh, is Pookie the queen of cookies?
Looks like
I heard she's
Pookie clears out her cookie jars or her grandma's cookies, somebody's
oh,
cookies.
it is funny because I think Pookie has been, like, making a lot of cookies. So, I never put that together, which is very sad on my part. So Nicole wins the Naughty and Nice challenge, and she gets to choose somebody to get a well, basically her advantage is somebody else's disadvantage. So this is where the 2 Jingle Bell Brawls come in. So the person who wins each Jingle Bell Brawls will go to the reindeer games.
Yep, it
And
starts getting interesting.
yeah. So I know. So the way they kind of explained it was a little confusing, but it was kind of probably a good strategy that they did that because it gave them less time to plan because of kind of how they changed how each person's going to either be in the Jingle Bell Brawl or the final Santa Showdown.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's no
So,
teams.
yeah,
They're
no
fending for
teams,
themselves. Yeah.
all on their own. Let me see if I need to change. Okay, so Nicole won the Naughty and Nice. So basically, she gets to choose somebody to sit out of the challenge. And so basically, the person who wins this first Jingle Bell Brawl automatically goes to the reindeer games. She gets to choose somebody to sit out of this, giving them one less chance of going to the reindeer games. So she chooses to bench Xavier, which I feel was a good strategy.
I thought so too.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong partner or strong
Competitor.
opponent. Yeah, him and Frankie.
Yep. And he won his season, and so he's let me see. So yeah, 3 out of the people left have won their season.
Wow, that's impressive.
All right, so this challenge was disgusting. So they had to basically guess an ingredient that was missing from an eggnog recipe.
Oh gosh, I could barely watch it.
I know. I was like,
Especially when they started dry heaving. I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
oh my god, I know. So the first nog they had to try, everybody in the chat, listen up. Just kidding. I love you all. So the first nog was, wait for it, cranberry, mint, sardine, banana, and something else. And it was brown.
Can you imagine the smell?
Sardine, no. Oh my god, I would be so mad if I took a sip of something and there was sardine in it. But
Ugh,
also, are sardines in Caesar salad dressing?
they
The
are.
sardines?
Yep.
No, I guess I
But
can't.
they're like they're finely chopped. Or no, I'm sorry. It's not sardines, they're anchovies.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Nope.
But they're kind of similar, but excuse me, the anchovies are like really finely diced up, so you can't really
Right.
tell. It just gives it that saltiness.
Right. Okay. Yeah, sardines are way worse. So yeah, it was you'd lose it on the nog. They were all making noises that were like, Nope, 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 nope."
It was hard to get through that episode.
Yeah, but it was also really funny
It was funny, yeah.
just because Xavier has to sit out, and I that would probably be the best competition to have to sit out of because
Yeah, he wasn't mad about it, that's for sure.
I know. Yeah. And he had another opportunity, so he probably wasn't tripping too much.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
No worries. Okay. So,
All right,
the
I'm back.
miss welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry.
The missing ingredient on the list was coffee. So imagine cranberry, mint, sardine, banana, and coffee.
I can't imagine.
Put a 1 in the chat if you would love that. Okay, so the next one was deli nog. Hey, Braze, you ready for this one? Boogie, what's going on? Are you not feeling well? If you are, I hope you feel better. But I see you're
K-Brace,
smelling
there's
weak.
eggnog in everyone. That's the
Oh,
problem.
hey, Braze, they get worse. So the next nog is deli nog.
Mm.
And the recipe list was, or ingredient list, bread, turkey, cheese, pickle, and something else. You lost me at the pickle. I mean,
The
obviously,
bread too, like just with eggnog. Oh gosh,
I
like
know.
soggy bread.
Oh, well, it's blended, but like a lot of them did say like there were chunks and stuff.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, and so do you know what the something is, or so they have to taste it to guess what the other ingredient is, and they have to like grab there's ingredients on the wall, like ingredient cards, and so they have options to choose from, but they have to guess what the missing ingredient is based on tasting it. Yes, I know. Yes, same. I was like, oh no, there's worse. So deli nog again, bread, turkey, cheese, pickle, and something else. It was funny because Nicole says, I worked at a deli and I could smell mayonnaise any day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
mayonnaise with eggnog. Oh come on.
oh. I was like, oh my gosh.
Because you know the eggnog texture is like so thick. It's like
Thick, super thick.
it's really thick.
um, okay, so I think this next one might be the worst. Squid nog. I know, honestly, Pookie, this challenge honestly made me think I probably should never go on Big Brother because nope. I wouldn't be I'd be like, "Okay, I know I choose to nominate myself." Yeah, so the next one's squid nog. And do you remember what was in the cup? The garnish,
Um,
if you will.
I don't remember.
It was tentacles.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I know it's gross, but I didn't know exactly. Wow. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I would have just gave up. Oh, Thor
Right?
said ink. That's a good guess.
I know. Not ink,
You might as
just
well would have had
tentacles.
the ink in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it was just a garnish. It was just like a tentacle garnish. But well, no, thank you. I mean, at least I don't know if that's the part that was blended in there. Hopefully they blend, I don't know. Anyhow, squid.
It looked really bad because they were dry heaving, so that had to be
Yes.
even before they started tasting it. So the smell had to be really bad.
And didn't I think Tiffany even said I can smell it from here.
Yes, yep,
Oh, that was
she
bad.
did.
Um so in the squid nog, which sounds like something from SpongeBob. Squid, lemon, clam, cocktail sauce, and something else. And it was green with tentacles on top.
Mm, mm, mm.
So some of the other nogs that they had, I didn't list all of them. all the ingredients, but the other ones they had to guess were barbecue, which had, I think, like, meat patty, chicken, like, stuff like that, sushi, wing, but mind you, whole time they were gagging. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
It's a good way
I
to lose your appetite, that's for sure. Just watch that
I
episode.
I should have put a trigger warning. I'm sorry, Cookie. We understand if you need to take your appetite health first. So the final nog. Oh, yeah, and it was funny because Brittany wasn't doing well, and she said, I'm basically doing as well in this challenge, as X is on the sidelines,"
Yeah.
which is kinda funny.
She said I might as well be sitting over there.
Yeah. Um, so fast food nog.
Ugh.
Do you remember what was in that one?
I know there was the beef patties, French fries, right?
Well, beef
Chicken
patty,
nuggets.
yes. Yep, chicken nuggets. Oh, I lost you again.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So chicken nuggets, beef patty, was it sweet and sour sauce?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I can't remember the rest.
Cola.
Ugh. An eggnog.
I know. So, my first guess was french fries. Could someone used french fries as a guest? 'Cause I was trying to think what would go with fast food, you know?
Y- Right, Thor? Ugh.
So, Flo, you over there barfing?
No, not yet. Not yet.
So yeah, I'm trying to think what would go with fast food. So I thought it would be fries. Then Taylor goes, then I taste a fishy smell or a fishy taste. And so you see Taylor, she has chosen fish fillet, which looks like a fillet of
Gross.
fish. I know, which barf. Um, and then you see Frankie with tuna. And it's like, Frankie, does tuna sound like a fast food food? I don't
Mm-mm.
think so.
No,
Uh,
not me. Mm-mm.
yeah. So Taylor ends up winning. It was fish fillet. So now Taylor gets to choose one. So this was kind of a curveball. So, like I said, put a pin in the craziness. So Taylor gets to choose somebody to bring to the reindeer game. So automatically goes to the reindeer games. Which who did you think she was going to choose?
X.
So did I. So did I.
Yeah.
I was
Because I
like,
mean, they both said all the time, like in each episode, I hope they win. I hope this one win. About each other. I thought really they were going to go ride or die, but
I know. See, we'll see. One of them is fish fillet. It doesn't specify, so it could have been a bunch of different things. But tuna is just singling it. What? Hey, Brace, sometimes you're so deep. But I know there actually could have been tuna in, yeah, there could have been tuna in the fish fillet. So who's to say
yeah, it could have been
Frankie
a
was
tuna
wrong?
fish fillet. Yeah.
Yeah. So to mine and like what Soflo said, her surprise, she chooses Nicole to go to the reindeer games. So Nicole doesn't have to compete in the next Jingle Bell Brawl. Um, and it's very interesting that she chooses Nicole, but my guess was that she feels like she can beat Nicole in the reindeer games out of X and Frankie. Yeah, I feel like she feels she can beat Nicole.
Mm-hmm. I think she thought she was gonna be able to. It's like an easy opponent.
Well, and do you remember in some of the earlier episodes, she said that she wanted to use X as a weapon,
Yep, she did.
which is super weird, in my opinion. Like using someone else as a weapon, that just sounds weird.
It does, but I mean, it was strategy. I totally get
Yeah.
why she said that.
Yeah, I guess because he's a more
And he's not
person.
emotional. Like I
Yeah,
noticed that he's like a very logical thinker.
it's the lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's because he's a lawyer.
I bet he's a good lawyer.
Tuna foot long from Subway. Yikes. I mean, yeah, I guess Subway is fast food, so tuna wouldn't be a weird answer. I guess, yeah, define tuna. Okay, so since Taylor chooses Nicole, X, Frankie, and Brittany will face off in the Jingle Bell Brawl. So this Jingle Bell Brawl was it was a quiz about all the singing challenges. I was really pulling for Brittany, which she was doing well in the beginning. X wasn't doing so hot in this one either.
No, neither one of them were.
And it's like Frankie's sister's a singer.
Yeah.
So, he's gonna pay attention to all the songs.
He had it in the bag.
Yeah. So Frankie wins. Did you believe his crying?
What did you say, Amac?
Did you believe his crying?
His crying? No, not at all. Mm-mm.
I know, I was like, come on. But so Taylor and Nicole are in the reindeer games. Frankie, Xavier, and Brittany faced off in the last Jingle Bell Brawl. Frankie wins. So he is now in the reindeer games. So that means Xavier and Brittany must do face off in Santa Showdown.
Santa Showdown.
Santa Showdown, Santa Showdown, Santa Showdown. There's your song, Thor.
Yeah, it's as close as you're getting.
So this challenge, I felt so bad for Brittany.
Yeah.
She was trying so hard. Well, actually, in the beginning, I'm sorry, Brittany, if you ever hear this, you were not trying that hard to fling yourself. At first, you were just plopping
She
on, like,
wasted a lot of time. She was flopping like a dead fish in water.
yeah, she wasn't like, I'm like, you got to get some sort of like
She
start
had no
to
like
fling
oomph
yourself.
behind her.
Yeah, she was just like, boop, and
She
it
was
like
kind of
just,
like just swung like a pendulum.
so I felt really bad, but she finally, and I was kind of, I don't know if it was editing, but it seemed like Frankie didn't really help her out until kind of towards the end. Like, you gotta do this, But anywho, um, so Brittany finally gets her thing going after somebody gives her advice, and it almost looks like she may have a chance, but she doesn't end up winning against X.
Yeah, I don't think she had any chance. She was pathetic up there.
I know, I felt so bad.
I felt bad for her too. And it had to be exhausting because each time they had to go up that ladder again, and it wasn't
Oh
like
my
a,
god, I
a
know.
typical ladder. It was like, rock
Climbing a
climbing.
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
climbing the wall. So you had to exert all that energy.
I know at first I was like, where are they rebuilding these things? Do they have to
Mm-hmm.
climb up those with the blocks? I was like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I know. It was
I'm
crazy.
They at least didn't have to do that. They got to build it on the ground, but I was like, oh goodness gracious. That's gonna be hard. And Brittany's poor little like, she's tiny. So we start the last episode, the finale. So first things first, I loved their tracksuits.
Their tracksuits were so cute.
I want to buy some, so hopefully
You gotta
CVS, if
ask
you're
Santa Claus.
watching, we want some.
Yeah. Sponsor.
So they had one more naughty and nice challenge. So I apologize. I may have said that that was the last one, but they had one more. So these challenges are the craziest that they do. So kind of like the one all about all the songs that were sung during the challenge. They have to find which painting on the wall has been counterfeited. Counterfeited? So basically troublemaking elves stole a painting and replaced it with a counterfeit.
I thought this was a really cool challenge
Yes.
because again, you had to pay attention
Right.
prior.
Right. And that's why I said that I feel like these ones are super crazy because you had to have literally been paying attention this whole time.
And have a good memory.
Do you?
Do I
And
have a good memory?
that's what well, I was like, "Do you?"
Oh no. I
Yeah.
mean, short-term memory, I feel like every day I'm losing my short-term memory
Oh.
because of my kids. I'm like, I can't keep it straight.
Oh,
Long-term,
yeah.
it's good, but short-term, I'm like, I don't know if I would have been able to remember that.
Oh my gosh, I know. And to
I'm not
know in your
sure.
head to observe it,
To
but
observe it and then be sure of it.
yeah.
Which
So,
who won was very sure, like immediately. They were like, this
right.
is the one.
And
So
to his credit, the competition before with the songs, he admitted I wasn't paying attention to the songs, or he said he
yeah.
wasn't paying attention to the right part of
To
whatever.
the right part of the song, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you also got to think that they're, like I said, stuck in this house, no phone, no internet, no TV, no movies, nothing. So,
Very boring.
I know, I know. I like don't even want to know what like would be going through their head. So,
I want to
like
go home
sitting
and
there
pet
that
my
long.
cat. Yeah.
I know, right? So it's like, I guess going into Big Brother, you have to know, okay, in my time that I'm not doing anything, I have to think what in this room is
I
going to be a
would not have
challenge.
thought that would have been a challenge. Like I thought
I
that was
know,
really good on the producer's part. That was just
for
not something I
sure.
would was like, oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Um, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So yeah, love their tracks. Okay, yeah. So sorry, we are on the painting challenge. So X knew right away, and like I said before, he has a he's a lawyer. So he's like, I know it, I remember details. I use my lawyer's brain. And he studied all the paint. He studied all the paintings. So X wins that challenge. So X gets to choose the first bracket of the reindeer games. So AKA who he will face off to determine if he goes into the final reindeer games. So X and Taylor start to strategize thinking the best would be to knock out Nicole and Frankie. So X chooses Nicole, and so that would leave Frankie facing Taylor in the first bracket.
Yeah, it gets interesting now.
For sure. I know, I'm like, they definitely sped this game up quite a bit.
Petunia, just email her and ask her that question because she was in here, but I'm not sure that she's still in here.
Well, don't open it if it's
Yeah,
if you
don't
get the
open it if
virus,
it's
don't open it.
suspect.
Yeah. Use your gut.
Oh no. Was it from her? Like, did she type? Don't tell us what she said, but was it her typing or was it some sort of like phishing email?
So, Frankie or sorry. The first battle is Nicole versus Xavier. Petunia, keep us updated. I hope
I hope it's not.
nothing
I hope it's not
yeah,
a
I hope
virus.
nothing happens. Um, and I just love and I don't wanna give anything away, but I don't know if everybody's watched yet. But I just love how Xavier and Taylor are just like, "We can beat Nicole. Like, we can get Nicole out of there. Frankie's gonna be our biggest threat."
Petunia, maybe it's because I know she said she had her, what do they call it? Like the
Oh, that out of
vacation
office.
message. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it may just be one of those emails.
the automatic yeah.
Yeah, the automatic replies. Because I believe she said she was putting that on her email, if I remember correctly. Sorry, AMAC.
Oh, no worries. Hold on. So yeah, everybody's underestimating freaking Nicole
Yep, as usual.
as usual. So
I have to say though, I did not think um, she even had a chance to make it this far. Like
I
I know
know
you watched the previous seasons, but like just her, I thought she was, she seems emotional, which X
for
isn't,
sure.
and she lets her emotions get the best of her, and I thought that was going to affect her performance.
I know. And her first season she like got evicted a few times and I mean she always made it pretty far. I mean, she did win one season. Um but yeah, she's just always underestimated. Which I mean, I guess sometimes you just got to like stay under the radar and just Nicole them out, you know? So the first match is they need to fix Santa's nutcracker, and X gave her a 30-second disadvantage. Um, so basically Nicole had to wait 30 seconds before she could start building her puzzle.
Which really sucked.
I know, and she had a good strategy though. I don't know what X's strategy was in the beginning because it looked like he was just trying to like fill up the middle. Um, but once she got started, she was like a machine. She was like boom, 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 and like getting those gears moving and everything. It was just
I
like,
was
whoa,
shocked. Yeah, I was
I know,
shocked.
I know. So she ends up beating X, and her yelling and screaming was super crazy. Like, I feel like even X was like, what the like, why are you screaming?"
Yeah, it is weird, Petunia. Anywho, yeah.
So yeah, Nicole wins. So the next semifinal match, mischievous elves are causing mayhem and they must be apprehended. This one was kind of fun because of like the news bulletin that they'd get at the fire or the police station.
It was really cute. The whole show is so cute.
I know. And just
Like
like
everything about it is just cute. I'm like, I want to live in there without the other people,
I I know the
right?
house. Oh my god.
Just
But
every little detail,
I'd want one for Halloween. Can you give me
right?
one for each holiday, please?
Easter, I need the Easter
Yeah.
bunny.
Um, so they must use Christmas spirit, aka a ball launcher, pretty much, to knock down the culprit elves, and they're given like different descriptions of like some elves are doing this or wearing this. And did you notice a shout out to our girl Lisa?
I did.
Okay, here's a clip I'm gonna play. They shouted out our girl Lisa. Well, Frankie did.
Frankie did, yeah.
So, this is covered under fair use. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of Copyright Act.
Don't
Okay,
give us a copyright claim,
I
please.
know.
A green and white striped hat where you're committing a crime, you're committing more than one crime because that is a crime of fashion.
That
Shout
is
out
so
to
cute.
Lisa, Crimes and Fashion.
Lisa, you debuted on CBS.
Big brother. Woo
Yeah.
woo. um, so in the end, Frankie's eliminated. Wah, wah.
That was really sad to see him
I
go.
know. I know. So he was sad. We were all sad. So the final showdown is Nicole versus Taylor. So what I loved is that I didn't expect was them to bring, but I should have, um, the other house guests. Um, for the final like showdown, kind of like they do in the finale. And what I also loved was that these people didn't know who was in the final 2, but they knew who were in the final 4 because I think oh no, Xavier's not there. But I think they know who were in the final 4 because Brittany was eliminated. Pookie, you have an idea for a channel? Do tell, do tell.
Is it a baking channel with cookies?
Do we get to see and receive cookies?
Yeah, send them via Smell-O-Vision.
Okay. Mystery. We're talking about Big Brother right now.
Yeah, I'll look mystery after we're done this.
Yeah, we're almost done, so
Yeah.
we'll pippity poppity over there.
Yeah, we'll go over there, and I didn't see the John Lennon thing she's talking about, but
I think
I'll look.
I think they scheduled that after we went live, so we don't know anything right now.
Yeah,
So
but we will go over afterwards.
thanks for letting us know. Alrighty, so like I said, they reveal who the final 2 are. So they know who the final 4 are, obviously, because Brittany just got eliminated. So everybody is saying it has to be Frankie and X. It has to be Frankie and X.
And it's not.
So we're gonna see the reaction
I
of
think
the other
everybody
house
was really
guests.
shocked.
when they see that Frankie and X actually are not in the final challenge. Oh, I apologize. So first, we're gonna see a funny clip about Santa Claus that I feel like we can all. It was just funny.
Yeah, like a little pick me up.
I am not happy at all to see Santa Claus. Santa created drama.
Ho, ho, ho!
Santa wrote the rules to create division, to create conflict amongst the group, not to be trusted.
Not to be trusted, Santa. All right, so now we will so like I said, they do not know who's the final two. So here is them seeing who the final two are. Look at their faces, everybody.
They're in shock.
In shock. So I thought that was a funny reaction because these two were underestimated. Taylor was underestimated, I feel like, under Frankie, to be honest, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yep. And Nicole, I mean, like I said, I think everybody thinks she's kind of too emotional. Well, they don't say that, but
Well,
she cries all the
yeah,
time, just too like momish.
weak. Yeah,
Yeah,
too weak. Yeah.
thinking with her heart, not with her head.
Got these tiny little arms. I'm just a woman. They're so weak.
Yep.
So it is Taylor versus Nicole in the final. So Nicole and Taylor have to do a 3-part challenge. So they have to collect 3 enchanted items, which include enchanted mistletoe, ancient antlers, and sacred snowflakes. Ooh, Pookie, save us some. I want a
Yes,
taco.
please.
So the first they have to stack like a puzzle Christmas tree, climb up the top, and grab the enchanted mistletoe, which is like I don't even know how high. How high do you think it was?
8. I don't know, 8 to 10 feet at least. I'm trying to think of my ladder.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I think like 8 to 10 feet.
Mind you, they
Had
were
to
on like a harness. So they were safe.
Yep.
So Taylor has a pretty good lead throughout the challenge. She gets to the second puzzle first, which is you have to get the ancient antlers out of this like 3D puzzle.
That was really hard looking.
I know. It's like some of the parts spin and
I was like, wow, I don't know if I could do that.
I know. I felt so bad for Nicole. She was struggling in the beginning. She was like, I don't know. I don't know.
For sure, Taylor was coming out on top. I was like,
Yes.
Taylor's got this in the bag.
But that third fucking competition, that goddamn snowflake was
That
the
was
equalizer.
hard. Yep.
You guys in the chat, listen up.
Listen closely.
Listen closely because these poor girls you basically had to stack these different snowflakes. Yeah, sorry. And they were all odd shaped. And you had to basically grab a bag of snowflake pieces, build those before you could get the next bag. You had to.
And it was kind of like Jenga in a way.
Yes. So you had to finish each bag before you could go for the next and stack them. So it was falling over and over.
So you had to distribute the weight evenly and understand like what was heavier, what was not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think Taylor was on her third bag when Nicole finally got the antlers loose.
But I mean, it was a while. I wish they would have put the clock on there, so we could have known how long it was because they didn't show us how long. But they tried to do those things at least, I mean, what, 20 times that we saw?
At
It was a
least.
lot.
Yeah. And the poor people, like,
They're
standing
just
there
like sitting
watching.
there like, is this over yet?
Oh, God. I know. And it's just agonizing watching somebody, like, want
I
something
mean,
so
because
bad.
a couple times they were like, Taylor was close and then Nicole was close, and then it would go back and forth, and then it was like, oh my gosh, come on, something's got to give.
I know. Oh, my gosh. And then when Nicole grabbed that 4th bag and she opened it, were you surprised by the pieces?
I was.
I was like, you guys, they were like these teeny tiny little tiny, like, it was kind of funny just because I was like, what the?
You weren't
It's going to be
expecting that.
super easy. Yeah. Which the wrong, the like millimeter of a mistake, everything goes crashing down. So I
I think
commend.
they were like slippery too. Don't you think? I was thinking about that. I was like, they
Well, I
have to
think
be
they were
slippery or something.
like the building blocks that kids play with that are painted.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
That's what
actually
I
a good
envisioned.
reference. Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, Nicole gets her 4th bag. They're these tiny little snowflakes. She stacks them, I feel like pretty quickly, pretty calmly.
Yeah, she keeps it together.
Yeah. I was like, I was holding my breath because I don't know. I've always loved Nicole since our first season. So I was kind of pulling for Nicole. And I think not too long before that, Taylor's puzzle fell, right?
Yep, it did. It all crashed. She was almost
So
complete.
yeah. And
I mean, they were
so
neck and neck for
yes,
quite some time.
yes. But Taylor just couldn't get that last bag. So Nicole finishes the puzzle, runs and hits our buzzer, and Nicole saves Christmas.
It was so exciting. I was so happy for her.
And the coolest thing, and I don't know if I texted this to you or said it to my husband, but maybe both. How cool it is that she gets to go home and show her son that she saved Christmas.
Yeah, you did text me that. Yeah, I was
I
like,
did.
I was like, that's such a sweet memory for him to
I
have.
know. I'm like, would be just the funnest thing to do. It's funnest word. The most fun
Kind
thing to do for a mom, I feel, but I'm not a mom, so don't really have. But that would be
Yeah,
fun,
like what
or even
mom gets
to
the opportunity to do that? Not many.
for sure. And if it happened to me, I guess my niece and nephew would find it really cool.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure. So would my kids. Yeah.
yeah. So that was reindeer games. So like
That was a
like we
lot of
both
fun.
said, I hope they do it again next year.
I hope so. I'll be looking forward to it if they do. Or the
I
next
know.
one, because now I feel like I'm really into it.
I know. We should do before next year. I feel like we should do predictions
Oh, that
just
would
in
be cool.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just in case they do a reindeer games again. Maybe like Thanksgiving. I wonder when I'll look and see when they started announcing the players, and maybe we'll do like we'll do some guesses on who the house guests are gonna be.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Ooh, woo.
Woo woo.
All right, guys. Well, I guess there are people alive that we can go attend to.
Yeah. Head on over
So
there and see what's going on.
I know, see what the haps are. So thank you everybody for joining us and listening to us talk about Big Brother. Look out for some 90 Day Fiance after the new year. And in case I don't go live before, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
Yes,
I
Merry
should go
Christmas,
live.
everyone.
I should go live before the new year, but everybody, yes, have a Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. And we will see you next time.
Ooh, jolly old Saint Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say.